winners of 6 straight, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Falcons will put total weather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Raging Cajuns offense will take the field first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that... people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Looking to pass, it's Winfield. Buys a little time. He'll try to do it himself. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Williams. There he goes. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, this offense watched their opponents struggle in their last game. They knew that there were some places they could try to attack, especially running the football, and they wasted no time. Opening drive, and they generate an explosive play.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Air Force's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that sometimes up, some...
There he goes! He's inside the 40, at the 20, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Air Force!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Spins away from the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And this center down gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Let's take a second to talk about the Raging Cajuns. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He wants to go deep. He's got it up to 25. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Going to try to get it himself. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Raging Cajuns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Dropping back, it's Winfield. Makes the catch. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Raging Cajuns trying to get a touchdown on... Into the end zone he goes! Touchdown, Louisiana!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to NC State.
Here comes the option.
It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Give to the fullback. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll send the back in motion. Gonna run it. It's Harris. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sticks it in his belly. Fouls through the defense.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big loss.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Winfield. With the catch, it's Sampson. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Lofts one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The give. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. We've got more plays here on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Reggie Cajun. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And the extra point puts them on top